Let's take a look at how to manage and edit graphic image layers in SeaDAS. To demonstrate this, I have a PACE OCI Level 2 file loaded in the SeaDAS, but you can use any satellite file data level which SeaDAS can visualize. Let's open the Chlore band. Our view window has been created, and now we see its layer stack contents presented here in the Layer Manager. The Layer Manager tool window controls the layers of whichever band you are viewing. The Chlore image is a layer at the bottom of the stack. You can toggle its visibility on and off with its checkbox. Above the image layer sits the masks layers. These are the Level 2 default masks, but this folder will contain any custom masks which you create as well. Let's turn on the land mask. And let's turn on the HiSat Zen mask. Each of these masks is a layer. The specific colors of the masks are controlled in the Mask Manager, but we'll address masking in other videos. You'll notice that the landmask layer sits above the HiSat Zen layer. If desired, you can adjust the order of any of the layers in the stack. To illustrate this, for instance, you could click on the HiSat Zen mask and drag it above the land mask. You can toggle the visibility of the masks folder itself, which affects all the mask layers. Let's turn off HiSat Zen and close the masks folder. Above the masks folder sits the vector data folder. Here we have the pins layer, but it is empty. So let's drop a pin. Click the pin add icon, then click the image to drop a couple pins. There's our pins. We can toggle the pins layer visibility off with the checkbox. We can create a geometry. Click the rectangle drawing tool and draw a region of interest. We see a layer called Geometry has been added. Let's toggle the geometry layer visibility off. We'll go over more about geometries and pins in other videos. Click back to the Panner icon mode. Let's add some more useful layers. Click the No Data icon, and we see the No Data layer has been added. Let's add a color bar legend. If the legend isn't fully in view, you can click and drag the image. We'll add map grid lines. And let's add metadata annotation. Again, if needed, you can zoom out and drag the image to better fit the view window. So we see each of these layers has been added in the Layer Manager, and each layer has its own visibility toggle checkbox. As we've already seen, you can control the order of the layers within the layer stack. Let's say for some reason you want your masks layers to sit above the map grid lines. To do this, you could drag the map grid lines layer down below the masks folder. So far we've seen tools to add layers, and we've seen how to control layer visibility and the order of the layer stack. Lastly, let's take a look at the layer editor. The layer editor lets you edit certain parameters for each of the layers. To access the layer editor, in the Layer Manager, click on the layer. Let's select Map Grid Lines. You select the layer by clicking on the row, not by toggling its checkbox. Now click the pencil icon, and over here we see the layer editor form. Let's perhaps adjust the grid spacing to 8 degrees. And let's change the formatting of the grid labels. We see the image has been updated. If we scroll down, we can see all the map grid line parameters. Back over in the Layer Manager, if we select the color bar legend layer, now the layer editor points to the color bar legend controls instead of the map grid line controls. Let's change the color bar angle to be horizontal, and you see the color bar in the image is now horizontal. Scroll down and we see all the color bar legend parameters. So each of these layers has its own parameters which can be adjusted in the layer editor. Even the image layer itself has a few minor parameters. For instance, let's turn off map grid lines and you can set the border here. If you zoom the image to the pixel level, it looks like this. If desired, you could put a border around each pixel by setting it here. Some final notes: if you click the plus sign, you see there are additional options for creating new layers, such as importing a shapefile, or stacking another band image, or importing an external image file. You shouldn't need to delete a layer, but you can delete one by selecting it and then clicking the minus sign. However, I wouldn't recommend deleting any of the masks or default vectors such as pins, ground control points, and geometry. If you do need to delete a mask, that should be done over in the Mask Manager, but we'll go over masking in another video. And that's how you manage and edit graphic image layers in SeaDAS. We'll go over each of the specific layer tools and their respective editor parameters in other videos. To get answers to SeaDAS questions, visit our forum and websites. Those links and any addendums to this video will be posted in the description below. Thank you for watching, subscribe and stay tuned for more SeaDAS tutorial videos.